Hey everybody, if you like this look and you want to see how I got it, then keep on watching. Okay, so let's get started. I have Sultry. I've worn it once before and I wanted to see like how it was going to go down. And here is the palette. It comes with the brush per usual. I will say my personal experience is that the shimmers are fire. I mean, they go on like a dream. I've got some creasing and I set my eyes, so the hooded eye life is real. Alright, so what we're going to do here is use the palette. Let's just hop on in here. I'm using unique brushes. I'm using Sigma, Morphe, Luxie. Yeah, those are the brushes I'm using. So I have you up close and personal because I want you to be able to see how I'm applying. I'm just going to start with fresh because it's good and fresh here. And we're just going to put that all over the lid. And I will say, like all Anastasia palettes, super pigmented on the mattes. But I'll just show you guys what my experience has been. But I will say the shimmer shades on this are fire. So, and per usual, I always do both eyes. But maybe I should just do one on camera today and then make it shorter. I don't know. What do you guys like, huh? Tell me. Today is the last day to enter my Instagram giveaway. So, if you haven't gone over there, definitely go over there and check it out. Alright, let's go in here. I'm going to do things a little backwards than I did the other day. I'm going to go ahead and start with the color Bloom, and that's the nice pop of color there that's in the palette. And we're just going to go ahead and blend that one all over. And as you can see, it goes on nice. It's not my favorite to blend out. And typically, her matte shadows work very well for me. So this one like goes on and then it kind of, I don't know, it doesn't want to blend all the way out, if that makes sense. I'm going to take my big, where's my puffer blender? There we go. Dun, 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 dun. And I'm just going to go through here and just briskly blend this all out. Make it nice and look like a transition color, if you know what I mean. There we go. Alright, so it just takes a little bit of work, whereas typically with an Anastasia shadow, I don't have that issue. I just put it on and it goes. And I've used quite a few shades in the palette already, so I don't know. That's just my thoughts. We are going to see the new Halloween movie today. So, I guess it won't matter if I look like a clown. Ha ha! Get it? Halloween. I got that too far in there. We'll just have to make it look the same on both sides so that it looks like it matches. Alright, let's go back in with a big puffer brush and just blend on out. My left eye, left eye looks like it's my right to you. Or maybe not, I don't know. This eye seems like it has gotten some extra skin on it, and I just don't know where it's coming from. It's just like so extra, and I already have hooded eyes, but it's like they just went a level deeper. And I'm like, why are you doing this to me, you know? So, yeah. Anyway, so life update. It's fall break. My son has his little friend over. They're fishing right now, and so I'm videoing. I have been Chef Boyardee mom for a couple days here. I'm just going back in with that lighter color, and I'm trying to even things out and fix the color where I got too much pink. Hopefully that works. we'll see. We'll see. And just blend that out. So yeah, just been hanging out. We are gonna go see that. Sorry about that. I had a call I had to take. Anyways, bless their poor picking hearts. All right. Gonna go back in here. We've got the color Bloom all over, nice and worked out. Looks beautiful. And that would be that color right there. And the next color I think I'm gonna go with is not sure here. You know, you ever get that way? You're like, I don't really know where to go in a palette, because that's kind of how I feel with this one. I really like the shimmers and the way they lay, but it's like otherwise I'm pretty much uninspired. So I think we'll go ahead and go with Twig. And it's kind of like a brownish gray color. And we're just going to lay that in there in that crease. And go ahead and, yeah. So I don't know, maybe I should try the brush that comes with it. Let's try that. Per usual, the shadow is dusty. It's got some kickback, but that is a pressed pigment, and that is the Anastasia formula. I have grown to know that. But it's a little patchy, I guess you could say. It's not my favorite, you know? Just looking at it like that, it's just not my favorite. Let's go in here and try to use this brush. See if it does anything to help maybe, I don't know, fuck. Looks pretty bad at this point. The good news is it just disappears into my eye once I look straight forward. Maybe we need to use like a more of a scratchy brush. Let's do that. Maybe that'll help kind of blend it out a little. Not too sure here. Maybe. As I look into the mirror, I feel like not really. So I'm going to go into Bloom here again and just kind of maybe put it all together like this. I don't know. Let's go in here with my big puffer blending brush and see what damage we can fix here real quick. The good news is when I close my eye, it kind of goes away. The bad news is they're just not mixing, you know? And I'm just going to try it with this kind of scratchy brush instead this time and see if maybe that helps anything out. Because sometimes brushes like really make a difference in like how it works, how it lays, how it blends, depending on the pigment that you're using. So I think this Morphe brush, it is not marked. It's from the Ice Lay kit, and it's one of the ones with the white hair, and so these are a little more scratchy. They're not very soft brushes, I guess. And it blended out that color way better than any other brush. So maybe the type of brush that you use has a lot to do with how it kind of works out. Do you see the difference though? So this one, I feel like, I don't know, blended better, kind of laid better with the brush and such. Sorry if that's blinding you. Okay. I'm just going to keep going here. I need a little bit of that outside light to help. I am not the best at tutorials. It's probably my camera, but hey, I do what I can, you know? I'm going to go back into Bloom like I did on the other eye, and we're just going to kind of buff out that edge. And just make it look a little more blended than in what it actually does. Go back in here again with that darker color. Just kind of even out the eyes. Alright, so far, all my times that I've tried to use this palette, my experience has been that I don't like the mattes. Don't think that that's going to change anytime soon. I really don't. I am going to go in with a little bit of slate here, and I'm just going to kind of see where that goes, if it can go in and down a little more and work into there, and just see what we can do to kind of redeem it, because right now I'm just not liking the look at all, and I don't really have time to redo anything that I'm doing. So let's go in with the big shader brush, and I'm just going to kind of blend all these together. And I like to blend with the shader brush because it has more dense hairs, and so it's going to, I find, blend in the colors better than just a regular old fluffy blending brush. All right, let's take a look-see here. Oh gosh. Oh god. Okay, not my favorite. I gotta put that out there. It's just not my favorite. Let's see if we can fix this light behind me. Dun, 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 dun. So it's more behind me. There we go. Okay, so looking straightforward, I'm not hating it. It's just not my favorite. So I'm gonna go in with a little smudger brush here, and I think I'm just gonna take Bloom along the bottom here, just like we did on the top. And this little smudger brush is like one of my favorites. I got it in my Morphe subscription. It's an E35. I will have that listed below. On your first one, you always get a free brush. You get to pick a free brush, so that's pretty cool. And you always get like I think it's 3 to 10 brushes, just depending on price range and all that kind of stuff. And then we're just gonna do the same thing over here. I am never that good with my left eye. I always mess it up compared to like my right eye, as you can see. Dun, 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 dun. And we'll just make this one match. And then I'm gonna go in with some twig. And we're gonna work that on from about the middle out. I'm trying to look in my mirror and let you see what I'm doing. It's a bit of a task here. There we go. And come back over here. Then what I want to do is take some of this Dystopia, because I think that's what we're going to use for the outside darker color. Kind of bring that together there. Woo! Always making a mess of the left eye. Not quite sure why. Does anybody else have troubles like that, where it's like you can do one eye really good and then like to hell with the other eye? It never works out. Just gonna blend that out. This is an E37, and we're just gonna kind of blend it all out. Then I'm gonna take an itty bitty Morphe 506, and we're gonna go in with Dystopia on the outside corner here. And it's not gonna take a whole lot. And then with the eye open, just kind of move that up the corner, if that makes sense. Because you don't want to drag your eye down, you just want it to be really nice and to the point there. And just connect them. Like so. Okay, so what has been going on in your life? It has been a lot going on in mine, and I have not been active, and I have not done a video every day like I said I was going to, and I want y'all to know that I feel bad for that. I really do. Sometimes though, life gets you down and you just can't, you know what I mean? So today I was watching a Will I Buy It series, and I don't really mind watching a Will I Buy It for like a smaller YouTube channel. But when the bigger YouTube channels who literally always get sent PR, like everything that they're like, will I buy it or not, gets sent to them, right? And I just think it's funny because they're always like, oh, I don't know, I might pass on this one. And I'm literally like, you basically are doing a brand shout out. You know what I mean? You're basically telling the brand, yes, this is what I want. This is what I want from you. This is what I like in your collection. Please send that to me. That's what I feel like that is. Like a Will I Buy It for a bigger channel is like a brand shout out to me. Now, you can disagree with me. That's fine. And I literally, that YouTuber literally was like, well, that's disappointing. And I'm like, yeah, I mean, it's disappointing because, why? Because it's the truth. Like, it struck a chord with you. Why? Because you kind of feel like I might be right. Why even say anything back to me if you don't think that it's true, you know? So, I don't know. It was, Ashley Claddy, I think. And I really like her channel. I watch it all the time. I watch her reviews. Why do I watch her reviews? Because I know that she's going to get the brand new thing. And she's going to get to review it on her channel. And then I'm going to get to know about it because inevitably she gets sent everything new. So she wasn't really happy with me though, and I'm like, well, I didn't mean that to like offend you. I just meant that kind of like it's kind of true. Just saying. Anyway, so we're gonna take our big puffer brush. God, what is this? An E30. I love this thing. And we're just going to blend it out because that's what we do when we do makeup. Yeah. Okay. I'm pretty happy with that. Let's pick out the shimmer that we're going to wear on the lid. And these, I gotta tell you, are so fire. So I wore rose quartz the other day and I really liked it. I'm feeling more like I should probably go for like pearl or maybe cyborg with like the look I have going today. I don't know, let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna do cyborg because I have a really good ColourPop liner that I can do in the waterline that will match that one. So we're absolutely gonna do that. I'm gonna take an eye shading E55 and I like to apply with the E55 to my lid just because of the space that it covers, because I have a smaller lid, so you're about to find out why. So I am taking the color Cyborg on this brush, and this brush is dry. It is not wet. And the first time I wore this palette and I used a dry brush to apply a pigment like that on the lid and it was that bled out, I was literally blown away. Like, I like Anastasia palettes, but that shit right there, really good. Okay, so I'm trying to find my little brush again that I was just doing a little thing with. There it is. Because I'm just going to deepen that outer corner up and we're going to blend it into that color so it looks like a nice transition even though we only had the one color. Right? Right. So we're going to do the same thing on the other side. We're going to take Cyborg on the lid. Literally, you guys, dry brush. I just want to emphasize that again. This is a dry brush. And I'm totally amazed by the shimmer formula here. Glitter, shimmer, whatever you want to call it. Really, really good. That's all I'm saying. It's really, really good. I'm going to do the same thing over here again. And just kind of blend those together. I don't have any extra eyeshadow on my brush. I'm just taking what I already have and I'm just blending that out and in. And it makes a nice, cool little gradient. Like I did add more, but I didn't. So I can appreciate that. And I can appreciate the look. So I'm going to go and finish it, come back, and give you my thoughts and possibly some swatches for this palette. I just want you guys to love it and see what is true and what's not, okay? Okay, so here's the finished look from the Sultry palette. I used a ColourPop in the inner bottom because it was silver. I used my Makeup Forever Starlit in my corner, and I used my Marc Jacobs gel in the top waterline, and then I used my typical Kat Von D as my regular liner. I used Unique and Telescopic with my It's Superhero from my Boxy Charm, which I need to do a boxy ipsy unboxing video type thing, but I also got this Artist Couture in the color Sexpose. And so here's what it looks like. It comes with a really nice mirror. I've also been using this one. I'm just going to use a little bit of my Scandinavia, aka De-Slick Urban Decay. And I'm just going to wet my brush here. And we're going to go ahead and we're just going to put some of this on here. And we're going to do the high points of the cheeks. I gotta tell you, it's been really hard to top my Dose of Colors highlighters, to be honest. But this one's not bad. It's okay. And we're just going to come in here again on the high point of the cheek. Dun, 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 dun. I always like to bring mine up, it's just a habit, and then down the middle of the nose, tip of the nose, and Cupid's bow. Of course I need to do some lipstick, but I wanted to show you guys this highlighter. I really want the new Jeffree Star highlighter, but I haven't gotten it yet. I know I just need to give up on it and just get it because I know I'll love it once I get it. The Supreme Frost. Girl, yes. So that is the new Artist Couture. Let's talk about, even though I have on foundation lips, there you go. Let's talk about the Sultry palette because that's really what we're here for. I really like all of the shimmer shadows. I think if you'll use a more scratchy brush, I know that sounds crazy, but so I have this brush and it's kind of soft. It's my favorite blending brush ever, but with this palette I find from the Eye Slay Kit by Morphe, this brush that's a little more rough works a lot better for these matte colors. You guys saw it live in living color. And I do like this palette a lot. This is a really wonderful everyday palette. I like the transition of the pop of color because it looks good no matter what kind of thing you throw together. So I'm just going to go ahead here, and I guess I'll go ahead and swatch some of these. I'll start on the top row. This is Fresh, and that's the matte color I used all over my lid. Pearl. Goodness, there we go. Steampunk is kind of like a bronzy, it's just a really good color. Rose Quartz. Ember, I haven't used yet. I'm going to put this one up here because I've wanted to see them right next to each other. Oh, well, not as good as what I thought it was going to be. Bloom, as you guys saw. And Birch, I haven't used yet, but feels really, really soft. Alright, then we'll use the other hand. And we're just going to go in here and do the bottom. This is Cinder. That's a really, really pretty. I'm telling you, the shimmers in here are amazing. Twig. Teak. Let's see. More of like a bronze and a copper, so those are not alike. Dystopia. Sorry. Cyborg, the one I used on my lid. Super pretty. Slate, we used this color. And Nior, which is black, and I have used it. It does work good. It is much deeper than the Dystopia that I have on today. You can just kind of tell by looking, because Dystopia is this one right here, and this one is Nior. So those are the swatches. That is the palette. That is the palette on. This is what it looks like. And it's going to be much easier to keep clean than the rest of the other ones. And then the highlighter I really like. It's not my favorite, but I do like it. Of course, I will wear it. It's got more glitter in it than, say, like the Dose of Colors. And you can't really see it too good on camera, but it's really, really nice on the cheeks, like in real life. So those are my thoughts. I like the palette, but use a more scratchy brush to do the matte colors, and they'll blend out better for you. But overall, I think it looks good, it wears good, and I like it. So those are my 2 cents. And I'm just gonna, there you go. Oh, the hooded eye struggle is real. All right, so do good, be good, you are good. I'm back. I'll be doing unboxings this week. I love you so much, and I missed you. We're going to go see the new Halloween, and I'm out.